All right, I guess we clocked in. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, what I do as a spiritual healer is that, I help you to become Christ like. In fact, that is the very essence of what we're going to be talking about tonight, the Christ figure and what that represents. But that's pretty much what I do. I help you to become Krishna like, Buddha like, and all of these things actually represent the same thing. And what that is they represent someone who have attained their highest level of awareness. So keep that in mind. I'm going to circle back. In fact, that's what the whole conversation is going to be about. But anyway, so that's what I do as a spiritual healer. And not just me, but all of our ancestors and even Jesus himself. The whole idea was to inspire you to become, or to attain your highest level of awareness. So I'm just following the footstep. I'm just, another one who went up the mountain and now going down the mountain and telling you what I saw. You know what I'm saying? This is just my testimony. But anyway, and this is the reason why too, you're going to have to walk through it yourself. All of us. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. So that's what I do. Now, the way that I go about doing that, the way that I go about helping you to attain your highest level of consciousness, now you have to become mentally and emotionally balanced. That's very important because your emotions plays a direct impact or has a direct impact on how you see things, on your inner vision. So when we're talking about, life lessons or, seeing and understanding life, everything that we're talking about here, we are implying we're talking about inner sight. That's why, to truly see things in life, to understand, to see things, to know what life is, it's not using these eyes, but it's for you to use your inner sight. And your inner sight now has to do with your emotions plays a big part in it, and your intellect plays a big part in it. So for you to attain that highest level of consciousness, it's important for both of this aspect of you become balanced. But most importantly, not that, they each has to be balanced, but also they must merge and come together. So, we all know, I'll give you a perfect example, when people are being triggered, or let's just say you're not emotionally balanced, we all know there's certain things that people do, they don't see the full picture, when they are emotionally not balanced. You've seen it, we all experience it. As a matter of fact, people always tell you, don't let your emotions block your vision. But most importantly, because of that, a lot of people now have decided, let me master my emotions, because had I had mastered my emotions, and for the most part, what they're truly saying is suppressing their emotions, that wouldn't happen to me. And let me tell you, man, unfortunately, that is a recipe for disaster. In fact, when we're talking about toxicity, that's exactly what it is. So I'm saying that to say, being emotionally unbalanced, being emotionally unbalanced and mentally, and that kind of threw me off track here. Being emotionally, to see things clearly doesn't mean you have to suppress your emotions. In fact, and I will be talking about that shortly, where, you need your emotions for you to see deeper. But anyway, going back to talking about being emotionally unbalanced, we all know what happens, right? That's why they tell you, man, don't make certain decision or life decision when you're mad. Or don't make promises when you're too happy. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, you're going to bite more than you can chew. And all of that has to do with dealing with your emotions. So your emotions plays a direct part in your inner vision. But also, this is also revealing to you too, man. Like, if you understand this much, this is also revealing our makeup, us. So we are not as physical as you think you are, because there is more to you than just you using these eyes or just your emotions. But anyway, hold up, let me sip a little something, you know what I'm saying? And it's fight night too, man. I'm not gonna be here too long, guys. I gotta see this fight tonight. But anyway, but I was, inspired to come out and, tell you guys about this before I go out and before I watch the fucking fight tonight. But anyway, I almost forgot about that too, and I had plans for that. But so yeah, and the same thing happens when you are mentally, let's just say, unbalanced. What mentally unbalanced simply means, a lot of us are, I would say, under mind control. And by mind control, what I'm simply saying here is that you're not thinking for yourself. You're being trained to think a certain way. Without... I know I love to talk about my Christians for a second. You know what I'm saying? Because, they're that perfect depiction of, people who've been trained to think a certain way. And that's what mind control is. They telling you what to think. When you go to school, it's informing you to be a certain way. It's shaping you to be a certain way. Do you see what I'm saying? Or society shaping you to be a certain way. Your culture shaping you to be a certain way. Because it's not just what you eat, but it's also the way you think and how you see life. This is why, like I always tell you guys, it's important for you to learn how to be, let's just say if you're an American, learn how to be American without being American. And what that means is, hey man, I was born here, that's all it is. But in terms of you being who you are, come on, man. I mean, you can't put yourself in a box. I mean, you may it's your right. However, I'm just trying to let you know there was a lot more to you than just, your culture. I know for me, you know what I'm saying? Shit, as a Haitian nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a perfect example. I love Mediterranean food. You know what I'm saying? I get down with my Caribbean shit. Don't get it fucked up. That's not what I'm saying. But I love that shit, man. I love fucking olives, artichokes, you know what I'm saying? That kind of setup, it does something for me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm saying all of that to say, but not just that too, the amount of wisdom, shit, I learned from so many different cultures, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or their wise saying or proverbs. Come on. I mean, how do I limit myself or put myself in a box? That would be illegal. I wouldn't be able to do that. It just wouldn't be fair to me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, to be mentally balanced, it has to do with you understanding how your mind works, and also what you're not in control of is controlling you. And this is why when I talk about, Christianity, or I talk about the government, or I talk whatever the fuck I just talk about, I'm not going at nobody. I'm trying to get you to acknowledge the mind control in it. Because if you don't see it, most likely you are part of it. And that's the way it works. It's not like, nah, nigga, you don't see it. When you see it, your behavior will change. A lot of things about you will change. That's what knowing the truth is. It will set you free. Set you free. So, and again, as a disclaimer, that's why a lot of my shit are for educational purposes. And I truly, literally mean that. I'm not talking about Christianity, which I will be talking about shortly, to go against them or to say fuck them. No. No, we ain't doing none of that over here. But what you don't understand, it's either you understand it or it will rule you. That's what I'm saying. So, now, I was going to say, not to be picking on my Christians, but Anybody, let's just say, think about it this way, right? You know how these guys are telling you this is God's word. I mean, this is God's word, right? And yet you have no idea of how the Bible was put together. You're willing to kill, to sacrifice, or even to, let's just say, if you're not going to go that far. But this is something you're putting your life on the line for. But yet you have no information about it? You don't know what year, you don't know nothing. You're just taking it for I don't know, like, I mean, it's, and then, and not just that. Not only that you don't know much about it, but on top of it, you're willing to fight anybody who says anything about it. Now that's crazy. If that's not crazy to you, I mean, I don't know what crazy is. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, how do you say fuck everything else, especially if you don't know anything about Buddhism, you don't know anything about, let's just say, Krishna or the Bhagavad Gita. You don't know anything about, let's just say, Kabbalion or Kabbalah, Masonics. You don't know anything about it besides yours being the best, and everything else is just, it's just not it. Wow. I don't know. That's a little strong. That's very strong. That's not. I mean, shit. I mean, that's what kind of faith is that? I mean, is that faith or is that stupidity? Anyway, I'm not gonna go too far into it. Again, the one thing I learned about God, being a light, being the son of the living God, it has nothing to do with being stupidity, with being stupid. Having faith is not stupid. And having faith, it's not, no. It's not like, it's not dumbfounded, bro. Like, it has absolutely nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, should I move somewhere else? Yeah, man, just so, anyway, let me just chill here for a second. I normally go, man. Yeah, why the fuck not? Yeah. Nah. Let's just chill here for a second. Yeah. I'll be back, guys. All right, here we go. So I guess I'm back. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to link this one to the previous video because I had to move, and I'll figure it out. But anyway, welcome back. If this is your first time, again, I guess, well, all right. So, where was I? I can't even recall. Okay, so the last thing I was talking about, yeah, it was not for me to, go after Christianity. I mean, it's none of that. But, but at the same time, I mean, it's free game, because, I mean, we can see, I mean, those of us who have the eyes to see, I mean, we could see clearly, like, okay. I mean, it's not a coincidence, that this religion actually was given to you by your colonizers. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because when we're truly talking about God, it has to do with your inner being. So there's nothing, let's just say, I mean, all religion, I made my last recording was actually about that. It's all about how do you, it's all about going inside, inward, right? It's all about within. What's the best way to go with it? Do you see what I'm saying? If your Jesus is to tell you to go within, and Buddha or whoever else is telling you to go within, like, which way's better? Like, I mean, that's not even a conversation. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm going to leave that alone for now. But anyway, going back to making the point of what I was making when it comes to being mentally balanced, these are the things that you have to be aware of. You would have to be aware of, let's just say, yeah, man, you have to be aware of your culture, because your culture is training you to think a certain way. And if you don't have a say in it, then you're not mentally balanced. You're just repeating or following the crowd. You see what I'm saying? And if that's the case, how do you expect to attain your highest level of clarity? You're still gonna be one-sided. Your perspective is gonna be limited, and that's the very thing you need to avoid for you to attain that highest level of consciousness. So your mental, this is why it's important for you to become mentally and emotionally balanced. Now, to talk about being emotionally balanced, and I'm not going to spend too much time on that, what we're referring to here is simply, you being aware of your emotions, understanding your emotional pattern. When you go see a shrink, that's what they're helping you with. In so many words, we also talk about shadow work, which is a big part of that. It's learning about the shadow side of you, those hidden emotions, because a lot of these things, again, they do have an impact on how you see things. If you were bit, if you somehow were bit by like a dog early on, it will shape you a certain way for the rest of your life if you don't acknowledge it. And sometimes, I know people who their subconscious mind somehow totally make them forget about that part, and they just go like, I just don't like dogs. And you're like, why, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? And, until you went back and like, ooh, that's what that was. But anyway, this is speaking more of what the shadow work is, right? To identify. But what you are identifying is that lost emotion, that emotion that you are not in control of. And again, it has a direct impact on how you see things. Now, the minute you acknowledge that emotion, you understand what that emotion is about. At this point, you have the ability to transmute it. Only then can you do so. Only then. Can you do so? But anyway, now, and it's the same baseline understanding when we're talking about being mentally balanced, right? It's pretty much everything I just talked about in terms of you understanding your culture, you understanding the society that you're living in, you understanding the school that you're going to. What is that all about? Again, this is for educational purposes, because if you don't, for the most part, as I already stated, if you're not in control of it, it's controlling you. There's no other way around that. Okay, now that we got this out of the way, pretty much I told you myself as a spiritual healer, what I do and how I do it. Now, the last thing I will be talking about here is spirituality. Now, spirituality is the backbone of what I do. When I'm talking about spirituality, and also I hope, there's a bunch of other stuff that comes with it. So that's why I like to clarify, because there's a bunch of connotation that it comes with. A lot of times people think when you're talking about Christianity, spirituality, they confuse it with belief systems. How Christian would say mine is better, and then that is better, and then no, that has nothing to do with spirituality. However, since spirituality embodies it all, that is also a part of spirituality. This is why when like in spirituality, we would tell you, you act like you're God. The women, the Muslim ladies who dresses the way they do, it's in accordance to what their God says is acceptable. And as a result, their behavior becomes that. This is why it's important for you, like I always tell you guys, man, choose your God wisely. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you, unfortunately, you're not even aware of how God is manifesting into your life. This is another reason why, too, some of you motherfuckers can't tell me shit. You don't even know what the fuck you talking about. But anyway, kind of went left there, but needed to be said, because the audacity that I see, the ignorance, you know, and then just like I was talking about, you know, going back to the Bible, you have no history about how this book was put together. You know nothing of it, but yet you'll be the first one to take a bullet for it. All right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. It will be done as you said, as you have chosen. That's exactly what will be done. But anyway, and that goes for everybody. And that's also what we're saying by saying, you know, you act like you're God, regardless of what the religion is. You know, no other religion tells them that not to listen to nobody else, or no other religion, as far as I know, you know, instruct them, hey, if you're not following my God, you know what I'm saying, I don't know any other religion who's going out there trying to convince you that your God is not good. This is the God you need to follow. You know, if I need to go, if ultimately the goal is for all of us to go within, does it matter what instrument or what device that you use as long as you're going within? But anyway, that's for a whole other conversation. But going back to what I was saying in terms of spirituality, it's you. You know, there's so many different words. I mean, if you're looking at the etymology of it, I think it says something to the effect of breath, life, whatever the fuck. But ultimately, for me, you know, the way I'm looking at it, we're talking about spirit, the state of mind of humanity, the state of mind of spirit. This is why when we talk about spirituality, it's not limited to one religion. You know, ever since humanity was humanity, you know, we always crave, you know, the hunger for God and how God makes us more than who we are. I mean, always existed, regardless of what you call it. Regardless of what you call it. So in so many different ways, different part of the world, different, and all of them is talking about a higher self. Something that's greater than them, something that they're somehow inspired to be like, or whatever the fuck the situation is. I hope you get the point. So spirituality for me, on a bigger scale, this is what we're talking about here. This is why too, like, I can't be against nor for any religion, because ultimately, because I understand the purpose of them. So spirituality is simply you. Then now, as you get to know the spirit in you, then now you become spiritual. And this is where, as you get to know there is more to you than just dick and pussy or bread and wine, then you're like, oh, I need to nourish my soul. You know, and we all, I mean, man, we're cravers, to be honest. I mean, our body, like, we feed so many different aspects of us that has to be fed. I mean, we're literally hungry people. You know, and that's why you got to be careful what you cook, because you will get hooked. And ultimately, the Christ figure, you know, when Jesus is telling you to seek for the kingdom of God, you know, we are the true gold diggers. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're seeking material shit, I mean, you're not seeking for real gold, baby. And that's what Jesus, in so many words, was trying to tell you. When you find that inner peace, oh man, or your inner self, man, this is a treasure. You'll get to know things about you that you didn't think that you even had. You get to release so much out of you. It's just insane. This is why you'll see a lot of the celebrities or anybody who became somehow successful. And I really love 50 Cent had a speech when he said he dedicated, like, I want to thank myself. That was not being selfish at all. And that's the difference also, and I gotta say this, with people who actually prevail and others who just following orders. And the Christ figure, it's not for you to take orders. It's there to set you free. This is why Jesus also told you, you would do even greater things that I've done. The fuck? How would you do greater things? You know, because the whole idea, the way we're looking at Christ, it's almost like that one person that does it, and then nobody else is concerned. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So, spirituality is you. When you truly get to understand who we are and how we operate, just like when I was talking about, you know, how your emotions and your intellect help you to see things with clarity or a deeper understanding, this is revealing your very essence. In spirituality, pretty much what we're telling you is that you are energy, you are spirit. There is more to what you look like. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is why when we're talking about people getting to know who somebody is or whoever the fuck it is, I mean, this is why for me, spirituality is a practical matter. This is the actual reality that you're living in. This shit that I'm talking about here, this is not to show off how intelligent I am, or, you know, I've read this and that, and, you know, first of all, I don't really speak like that any fucking way. But this is a practical matter. And the Christ figure, oh my God, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's a practical thing. This is something we all should be inspired to be. But anyway, going back to spirituality, you know, it's your life. It's who you are. It's simply having a deeper understanding of who you are. As a man thinketh, so he becomes. If you think money's everything, then you'll do anything for money, bro. But if you think money's not everything, you're not gonna do everything for money. You see how your thinking, your understanding is playing out into your reality? That goes for everybody, including myself. That's why your thoughts are powerful. Like, this is why, you know, your subjectivity is your reality. When they tell you life is what you make it, shit. Like, you know, that goes for everybody. And now, attaining the Christ consciousness now, it's, man, that's the highest form of self-awareness. And that's what I'm helping you with. And that's what the Christ figure is there for you to acknowledge, is there for you to recognize. That's what the whole purpose is. So now, so I could just summarize spirituality real quick, then, you know, you have something called, let's just say, esoteric knowledge. Because I realize a lot of people are afraid of the word occult. You know, so let's just say esoteric knowledge. Because the occult, which is pretty much referring to a dark side of you, and that's what the esoteric knowledge is also doing. So if you pick up, let's just say, just so you get this in perspective, and what makes this an esoteric knowledge, and because it's helping you to delve into the dark side of you, which is simply the part of you that you don't know, the part of you that you don't see. This is why some of the basic, you know, understanding that if you pick up any occult book, some of the basic knowledge they will give you, they will start off by telling you you have a subconscious mind. Sub meaning under, conscious. They're telling you, hey, you're not aware of this, but it's there. And then when you start to acknowledge it, And then you realize, yeah, I understand what subconscious is. Now, it's almost like this is why those dormant aspects of you, you can only become aware of them by bringing life to them, by taking them out of the darkness and bringing it into light. That's what that shit is, bro. Like, it's not, I mean, shit. I mean, it's not that serious, people. You know what I'm saying? It's not a life or death. Well, it is a life and death situation in terms of, understanding that. I mean, it will bring life to you. That's how you become illuminated, by illuminating those dark side of yourself. Or let me just put it this way, those dormant aspect of you. Because a lot of these things are dormant in you until you start to acknowledge them. Then you breathing life into you. And that's what the esoteric knowledge is doing. They're giving you the knowledge so now you become aware of the things that you're not aware of. That's why we talk about doing your shadow work. We talk about meditation, which is expanding your consciousness, open up your third eye, all of that shit. So, now that you know what spirituality is, and let me just say this, and I will, conclude on that note when it comes to spirituality. The misunderstanding that we have about it. We always think it's something that's outside of us because we don't have a deeper understanding of who we are. But also, when I was talking about society, we were trained in a world that trained you to only look at you from a physical perspective. When we're talking about life, this life, well, you go to school, you get married, and you make the right choices, you go to the right college, you get the right job, or now, the new thing now is that you become a fucking entrepreneur, you're doing whatever the fuck. So therefore, you don't, and here's the worst thing, even when we're talking about, and a lot of people, this is why I gotta call them out, when they're talking about spirituality, really, they're using it for material gain. Whenever you see a motherfucker's only telling you about manifestation, like, nigga, you mean to tell me only manifestation matters? It's also like, instead of you getting a job, now you can manifest. It's like, man, like, you're missing out so much. Like, there's so much more. This is why it was said, and Jesus told you guys to seek the kingdom of God and everything will be given to you. You're falling for the okie doke. So then you also have motherfuckers who are using, and I'm not even talking about your pastors. Those motherfuckers are even worse. I'm not talking about your priests, your pastors, who's using getting money and all that shit, telling you God need that shit. For what? Anyway, I'm not going to go there. That's a whole other topic. Check out, I talked about Jesus cleansing the temple, and I was talking about these things. Because even when you talk about the secret nowadays, the law of manifestation is becoming this thing. It's like, whoa. And even when people are talking about the different moons, the different this and that, it all comes down to motherfucking material shit, bro. Never the growth, never your connection with this moon. I know for me, man. Whew. I don't want to spook you, but anyway. That last moon? And I have a bunch of retards. No, I'm not going to say that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Listen. Y'all do what y'all do. So, again, spirituality, in a nutshell, it's your life. And when we're talking about this life, us, there is more to what we look like. And this is where, as you delving into who you are, you becoming a mystique. Because this is the mystery that is being unfolded right in front of you or as part of your life. And that's what we all go through. When we're talking about, hey man, in life, you got to do this, all those proverbs, those wise saying that we're learning about life, and all these things, it's all part of the journey. As you are delving into what the unknown, what we call in voodoo the mystère. And then as you're embracing all of that, guess what? It's also making you magical. Then you understand the magic is you. Man, listen. You'll get it someday. But anyway, with all of that being said, if you're coming back, all my niggas, you already know I do this for you, for the great listeners. You know, man, listen, man. It's for y'all niggas. The great listeners. The ones who understand what is being said and is making what is being said part of their lives. This is for you. In fact, let's delve right into it. That's what the Christ figure is all about. So, when we talk about the Christ figure, there's going to be a few examples that I will be using in order for you to understand what the Christ figure is. And I'll be talking about different type of people, but again, just so you can relate to it. And the Christ figure, ironically enough, people, that's the point, that's the purpose. It's for you to relate to it and for you to become that. Do you see what I'm saying? Jesus was not telling you about God or preaching the word of God just for him to be Jesus and you to be nothing. Do you understand this? Let me say it again. When Jesus was preaching the word of God, if you choose to believe there's a historical God, whichever I'm that comfortable. Let's do it your way. That walking Jesus, that historical Jesus who existed at some point in time, somewhere, right? His teaching was not for you to look at him as he's the only one who can do it. He's the only one who's the Son of God. The purpose of his teaching, and he even said that himself in the Bible somewhere. You know, I used to have my quotes, you know what I'm saying, my verses and my references. You know, I'll let you do it. If you know the Bible so much, where he would tell you, you would be able to do the same thing that he's doing, and even more, even greater things. So the idea was not just for him to be who he is, but was for you also to become that. And this is the part where we're going to start delving into a few examples. When you see a guy like, let's just say like 50 Cent or even Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a better fucking, well, 50 Cent too. Oh, shit. I mean, there's so, we'll talk about different people, right? Because I was going to talk about Sidney Poitier also, but whatever, right? But we'll be using all of these people and to show you what a Christ figure is like, what it means. When you have a guy like Jay-Z who came from the hood, I mean, a project. Man, listen, man, I don't think a lot of you guys, I mean, shit, know what a project is, man. Like, I was fortunate enough, I never lived in the fucking project, but when I've been there, because I had a friend of mine, but anyway, I ended up, when I've been there and I've seen what the project was, and keep in mind, nigga, I'm from Haiti, man. When I saw a project, bro, And we're not talking about, if you want to talk about Haiti, let's just say it's not, let's just say the countryside of Haiti, well, whatever the fuck, right? Because you always look at us as bush people, right? Okay, cool. You know, at least we got nature, all right? But when you're living in the States, bro, when Nas and Illmatic was talking about pacing the elevators, my nigga, whoa. That's a whole other shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm saying that to say, and then when you see a guy like him who followed his passion, I mean, although, yeah, he was involved in drugs, he said that, but then he also realized that he was great at words. He used to study the dictionary. I'm just trying to repeat the shit that he said, right? I mean, you couldn't do that if you didn't have any passion in it. And no one is great at anything if you don't love it. So you have a nigga who was passionate about something and who made something out of him. I mean, who made something out of his passion or something out of himself, however you want to put it. But the bottom line of what I'm telling you here is this. When you have somebody who came from there, who's showing you, listen, man, who follow his passion, Will Smith, name it. Name him. Sidney Poitier, right? This nigga. Well, I mean, he knew English. I was gonna say he didn't know English. I mean, he had a strong accent, but he knew English though. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, let's just say hypothetically a nigga like me, right? Because living in Haiti and learning English, those are two different things. There's no direct connection. There's no nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say Wyclef, but the nigga came here, he was 10 years old. I'm just trying to show you, like, when you have people who outside of, who believe in what they believe, oh shit, we can even talk, yeah, Sidney Poitier. Like, there's a bunch of stuff, this brother, like, he had to learn, you know what? I'll give you one better. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Is English bad? It's probably still, I mean, he probably still have an accent, but the bottom line of what I'm trying to say is, he followed his dream, his passion. He didn't let's just say, because I don't know how to say certain words, or because, no, he didn't let that stop him. And that's what you see with anybody who follow who they are, who believe in their dreams. Name them. So now at this point, when you have a guy like Jay-Z who came from Marcy Project, who became a fucking millionaire, a billionaire, nigga, what's your fucking excuse? What's your excuse? And him becoming this fucking billionaire, it's not telling you that you can't, I mean, you don't have to become a rapper, but what this is telling you is he followed him. You know, the Chris Rock, the Eddie Murphys, whoever, bro. Whoever. I'm next on that list, nigga. Hey, nigga. I'm on, put me on that list too, nigga. In fact, I belong somewhere by its fucking self. But nevertheless, I acknowledge the greats. You know, those are also Christ figures. Because they're symbolized, they're a symbol, what they represent. Come on, man. What they represent, it's wow. It's inspiration. What they represent is the true essence of who you are. There's no limitations. So when you have the Son of God, and I'm going to use everything that you guys be saying, the begotten Son of God, who came to earth, acting like a man, like you, died, and was able to elevate himself. And by elevation, I'm not just talking about the resurrection here. I'm talking about living in God commitments, being godly, having love and showing love. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? He embodied his humanity. Come on now, people. Him, like, okay, Jay-Z being who he is, and I'm not comparing Jay-Z to Jesus, just so you guys know. I mean, hey, depending on where you are, all right, because this could be sensitive. Okay, I understand. I'm giving you a pass. You know what? I'm in my feelings, because normally I would say I don't give a fuck, but I'm in my feelings with you. You know what I'm saying? So in no shape and form that I'm saying, that he is that historical Jesus. But I'm trying to get you to understand the Jesus figure, what it means. It doesn't mean that you do not have a responsibility. When Jay-Z showing you came from the fucking project and becoming who he became, I mean, as far as I know, I don't know that he sucked anybody's dick. Again, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure that shit would have been out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anybody who fucked him up the ass. You know what I'm saying? Not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? Or not that I heard of. I mean, because I'm nowhere near these niggas, so I wouldn't know at all. But, in terms of gossip and the internet, come on now. So I'm assuming, I would say, it's safe to say, it's work. He may have his little dirty stuff that I heard, whatever the fuck. But, if it's his fucking work. Mike Tyson, another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Name him. Name him. So Christ, being the Christ figure, doesn't mean that you do not have a responsibility, my friend. In fact, what this is showing you, you do have responsibility. When they say God died for you, you have to understand what that means. Now, I could use that same analogy when I'm talking about Sidney Poitier, when I'm talking about Jay-Z. They died for you. Meaning, understand what I'm saying, their life experiences, their shortcomings, their triumphs, whatever the fuck, Will Smith, whoever you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm saying myself. My shortcomings, my falls, my wins, my losses. It's all for you. Meaning now you could see it. And that's why they say you have to accept it. The acceptance simply means, like Jesus already died for you, you have to accept it. And that acceptance doesn't mean like I accept it, like just you saying it. No. The acceptance has to be done through your deeds. If you truly fucking being inspired by Jay-Z, in fact, there's a nigga, I was watching this thing just the other day. He said Jay-Z was his fucking inspiration. Guess what he did? He got a book. He's a hip hopper. How the fuck did I miss this nigga name? Anyway, I missed it. I mean, he was on YouTube, whatever the fuck. He was saying how Jay-Z was such a fucking inspiration for him. Guess what he did? He became a fucking millionaire, nigga. That's truly, if you saying anybody's anybody to you, like that's what it means. Joyner Lucas was talking about Will Smith. This nigga is grounding. He's building, he had a song with fucking Will Smith, And that shit, yo, Will, talk that shit. I love that shit too. That's my shit. Will was talking that shit. What? You talk about me? Shit. Will was talking that shit. Shout out to you, King. Shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck he said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was talking some shit on that shit, man. Yo, you gotta check that shit out. Hey, Joyner Lucas and Will Smith. Smith was talking that shit. He talked so much shit. Joyner, because I got to learn a little bit of background about the song, and then when he said he sent it to him, and then when he got the verse back, he was like, "Oh hell nah." There's nothing else I'm gonna add to that. This is it, and well said, sir. So I'm saying that to say, when we're talking about a Christ figure or someone you're being inspired by, the idea is for you to become you. When I saw guys like, and I did talk about that too, you know, I was able to become myself through their shyness, through their brightness. When I saw guys like fucking Muhammad Ali, man, nigga, just when I thought I loved him, and not to take away anything from him though, man, it was me all this time. It was me all this time. Do you see what I'm saying? It was the part of me that I love about me that was in him. This is why we all need to be the light that you are. Be the light of the world. Because what you're doing, the Christ figure, again, doesn't mean you do not have a responsibility, my friend. In fact, it's the quite opposite of that. You do have a responsibility. Now, the responsibility, it's not, let's just say, you know what I'm saying, nigga, I'm inspired by Jay-Z too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a rapper, I don't do none of that shit. But a nigga that came from nothing, follows dream, nigga, that's me. Well, I came from a lot. I mean, but it was hidden from me. But that's different. Anyway, my story's gonna come out in due time, you know. But I'm saying all of that to say it didn't matter because I didn't have access. I still don't have access to it now. But that didn't stop me from being, you know what I'm saying, the light of the world that I know that I am. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm Haitian. I got a motherfucking accent. Who the fuck gives a fuck? If anything, shit, I'm gonna make this shit look pretty, nigga. In fact, shit, sometimes I even wish my accent was a little bit stronger. You know what I'm saying? So I could speak like them Haitian nigga, like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, like that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm sucking my own dick, nigga. I mean, truthfully, that's shit. Them niggas are my niggas. You know, them are my niggas. If you want to be all the way real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was talking about all these other guys. Yeah. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm also inspired by them too. The Eddie Murphys and all them niggas. I'm talking about them niggas, you know what I'm saying, with no English, papi. And now we're making moves. What's up, nigga? What's up? Shit. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Those are my Christ figure. But the bottom line of what I'm saying here, the Christ figure, you know, doesn't take away your responsibility. So much so, isn't that Jesus say, the ones that says Jesus, you know, doesn't mean you will somehow inherit the kingdom of God? Jesus even told you, you know what I'm saying, then let's just say hypothetically, and then you're like, yo, Jesus, what's up? Just say, hey, I don't know you. Did you keep my commandments? All of this is telling you there's a practical aspect of it The Christ figure is not meant for you to just adore, look at, and then you somehow take yourself out of it. No, 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 that's not the purpose of it. When you look at Jay-Z, I mean, again, you know, the example I'm trying to get you to see, to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that's the best thing Jay-Z can ever done for you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's your Jay-Z gift right there, nigga. Another nigga too, Obama, nigga. That's another gift right there too, man. In the mix of everybody saying all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me be clear, nigga. Let's be clear here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what is that telling you, man? I mean, you are the way. Even when you are in the, even when you stop yourself from even being your greatest version, it's you, nobody else. So the Christ figure, man, you know, it's not meant for one person. You know, when you look at it from that perspective, it puts you being enslaved by it. Do you see what I'm saying? You should be looking at Jay-Z and be like, fuck you, nigga. Not fuck you in the sense like anything personal, but fuck you in the sense that I'm not gonna follow you, nigga. I'm gonna be me too. Thank you, but fuck you at the same time. If anything, let me say that again. And this is how I would want you to look at me too. Or whoever the fuck. It's thank you and fuck you. The Christ figure, thank you. Thank you, Jesus, but fuck you. Okay, I'm wilding a little bit. But what I'm trying to tell you is this. You know, thank you, because now, do you see what I'm saying? One of us did it. If one of us did it, why can't you do it? Huh? Please tell me. Now, the you doing it doesn't mean you have to follow their path. You know what I'm saying? For me to be inspired by Jay-Z, I don't have to become a rapper, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have to do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Besides sucking my own dick, nigga. What else, man? Do you see what I'm saying? So the Christ figure, man, this is how important it is. Krishna, Buddha, that's what it represents. Buddha somehow, you know what I'm saying, this nigga went on this meditation thing, trying to figure life out. And then in the midst of it, he went within. He woke up. Buddha means to wake up. Now, you want to choose that, I mean, you want to call it there's historical Buddha, hey, whatever the fuck. Same thing. Same difference, man. Same difference. Oh my God. You know, it's important for you guys, man, you know, to understand the figure of what it means. Mike Tyson. Oh, this is gonna be good. You know who his idol was? Muhammad Ali. And he was not Muhammad Ali. He was Mike Tyson, knocking niggas out. You know, but through Muhammad Ali's light, what he thought he loved about him, it was Mike Tyson. So much so, guess what? This nigga, and I love this nigga. Yo, Mike, if you seen, I love you, baby. With all my heart, nigga. Another Christ figure. Another, like, you know what I'm saying? And this is, when he did the stupid shit, everybody got on Mike. Now he's this light. He's this thing that he's talking about. Nobody cares about Mike, huh? But he had this incident in his fucking plane. He beat some nigga up, whatever the fuck that situation was. And then Mike Tyson came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the society that you're living in. This is the society you're living in. This is the people you are surrounded by. Those are your news. Those are your gossipers. Be careful, man. Be careful. You know what I'm saying? This is it. Denzel, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? He was asked some shit. This bitch was asking this nigga, yo, about, you know what I'm saying, if you not care about, you know what I'm saying, losing your followers and shit, you know, this, you know, your followers again. This shit is not, it's called like followers for a reason, niggas. How many people are following you? Please, if you're following me for that reason, don't follow me. Nigga, first of all, I never asked you motherfuckers to either subscribe or follow me any fucking way. So fuck you. But followers are called followers for a reason, man. I mean, I don't know if I guess that's the terminology, but there are people that I subscribe to because of what they're saying. I don't want to know if the nigga's taking a shit, if the nigga's not taking a shit, what his shit looks like, who the fuck did he date, who, you know what I'm saying, does he have a small dick, does he have a bigger dick? Nah. Why the fuck would I care about that any fucking way? But this is the society that you're living in. But now going back to Mike Tyson, because I got to give you your justice, baby. Not that you don't already own your shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just listening from one warrior to another. Guess what? He's becoming what he thought he loved about Muhammad Ali. The champ inside of the ring and outside of the ring. That's why you my idol, Mike. I love you, baby. Ain't no shame in my game, nigga. Oh, man, seeing your growth. This nigga said jail was the best thing that ever happened to him. Or prison. Prison was the best thing that ever happened to him. How he was able to learn. Come on. And not just that. And here's something else too for you motherfuckers. Who's thinking, oh, you want to be like Christ? You following God? Well, the Sufis tell you this. I think the gentleman name is Rumi. Or Rumi. I heard of her. But, oh, man. Peace to the God, man. The light goes through your wounds, man. It's through your failures that you're able to stand up. Do you see what I'm saying? And what Mike Tyson really loved about Muhammad Ali was just himself. Now he's the champ, not just inside of the ring. Now he's the true champ outside of the ring too, man. Now, does he talk shit like Muhammad Ali talks shit? Now, like that's my part of Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I did something new for this fight. I murdered a stone. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But really what I'm saying, that's the kind of shit I like to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And then now I have Eddie. Fuck you, Eddie. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit was just me. But now, and I'm going to say this too, since, you know, I guess I already started talking about that, that's why it's important for you to understand too, when you don't like something, it's also you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if someone is a fucking racist, and somehow you have an issue with that, I'm not saying being a racist is good. But if you have an issue with somebody who's a racist, like I have no issue with nobody who's a fucking racist. Let them be. Why can't a racist be a racist, bro? Because if you can't let a racist be a racist, you damn sure would not let the truth be the truth, nigga. There's no way around that. If a nigga call, like, let niggas say niggas, bro. I'm not, and I don't want to be no. This is for whoever control your emotions, control your motherfucking ass. I'm telling you, man, it hasn't happened yet. But I mean, it's been happening ever since I moved to the States, right? You know what I'm saying? After every 10 years, they're gonna give you some nigga shit. And watch how you're gonna go crazy. Watch how you're gonna go crazy. They're gonna give you some nigga shit, bro. A cop being on a nigga, put you right back in your place. Oh, fuck them, whatever the fuck, nigga. Whoever controls your emotions, control you. You think, okay, cop, you punch this nigga in his for saying nigga, you strong? No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. And let me be clear, in Obama's voice, this is not me giving a pass to niggas, to white people calling you nigga. That's not what this is. What this is for you to own your own fucking emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about a racist, bro. A nigga that's racist, I go about my way. Because that's your issue, not mine. You're not gonna make me feel small because you small, nigga. I'm too big for you to make me feel small. Because if you truly understand the whole understanding behind racism, nigga, it's some dumb shit. And now you falling for some dumb shit and then you claim to be smart? Miss me on that shit, bro. Miss me. It's like if they sent you to look for me, like, yeah, I don't know where he is. You did not see me, nigga. You did not see me at all. But anyway, these are practical shit. A Christ figure. Come on, man. That's what that represents. You know, when you going back to my, I gotta give you. I mean, you already got your justice, but I think you. I mean, by me saying justice, I don't see anybody talk about you, bro. I mean, they talk about your knockouts in the ring, but never outside of the ring. How you elevated? It's almost like, that's nothing. So we're living in a society that do not praise good stuff, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why Rager was saying, hey, man, like, he understand the game. Like, for me, it is what it is. I'd rather be dumb. Do you see what I'm saying? It's your choice, too. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, I hope you get to see this, too, King. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them views, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is being recorded. This is, listen, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. There's some shit you do, man, that goes beyond fucking eternity. Like this shit here. Man, listen, man, you ain't gotta see me now, man. You'll see me later, nigga. And then you'll know I was always here, nigga. Come on, man. God over everything, any time of the day for me, bro. Any time of the day for me, bro. Come on, man. The fuck? What are we doing? Man, like, this is my reward, bro. This is my reward. Don't worry about me. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the heavens know too, man. They know it. They know it. This is why, listen, man. This is why they're fighting for me, man. I don't gotta fight. I ain't gotta lift a finger, man. They told me, oh, no. They know me. Listen. The people who matters appreciates me, man. And there's no greater appreciation than that, nigga. You see, you choosing for views? Yo, I'm not even, shit. But it feels really good for me when the people who are valuable value me. Now, I got something there, though. Listen, shit, I'm just saying. I'm saying, why would I worry about some fuck niggas, man? You a fuck nigga talking to other fuck niggas about me like I should worry about that. That's some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? For you even think about me even fucking worry about some fuck shit, that's some fuck shit in itself. It's something you'll never understand. To the pure, all is pure, man. It's something you'll never understand. Not with your low IQ brain. You'll never get that, man. Not because you don't have it in you. You don't fit that in you. So therefore it doesn't matter. You made your choice. You stopped your own self. You made those fucking bad decisions. And then now you're looking for somebody to help you? Fuck you. Oh, man. In due time, I will show you how much I love you. Nigga. If you did what you did because you love me, well, I'm going to love you right back, baby. But I'll wait for you to get exhausted. Because that's what you stupid motherfuckers do. You play yourself out. All right, go ahead. This energy here, you can't use this energy, nigga. The people who would use my energy is the people that would thrive from it. Meaning you will become a better person. And then now at this point, your energy will help somebody else. You thought you were using my energy. I was the one using yours, nigga. Because if you did use my energy, how better off are you now? How did you use it that make you better today? Nah, nigga, you're not using my energy. You know, what you were doing is you were going for a free ride. That's not using. I mean, you could call it user energy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, how useful was it to you? If you saying you about Christ, or you understand the Christ figure, the Christ energy, how useful is it to you? Or are you just another motherfucker like these niggas that go to church who's claiming to be with Jesus just to look good and feel good? You a clout nigga. Nothing real about, obvious. Oh man, I mean that's even a blasphemy. That's why I take it back. I was gonna say nothing real about you. I mean shit, I took it right back. That's a given. But I guess for the sake of this conversation, come on, man. And the people who hired you, same thing, if not worse. That was just a random speech, guys. Just so you know, from time to time, I do a little bit of random because, you know, I got some other eyes watching me too. And I'm making sure everybody get theirs. Oh man, I am a handful, a mouthful too. I'm making sure everybody's getting theirs. That's all this is. Don't mind me. If it wasn't for you, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me just talk my shit for a second. You know what I'm saying? But I could tell you how I use your energy. You know what I'm saying? The lesson learned. And from you, I elevated. Meaning, you not being around me, I'm already up there. But me not being around you, though, where you at? Fucker. Stupid motherfucker. Where you at? You're just a freeloader, man. You're just looking for free shit. Stupid motherfucker. You don't earn nothing you got. That's why you have no character. You know what I'm saying? You ain't shit, your body ain't shit, nothing you do is shit. And then you think you the shit? Oh, this is all blood and tears, man. Jesus had to bleed, man, die. Abraham. And here's something else too, man. Like I always tell you guys, man. It's what kills you that makes you stronger. The saying of what kills you does not make you, what doesn't kill you, that's bullshit, bro. Because the butterfly is a dead caterpillar. It's what kills you that makes you stronger. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? And this is the reality of a Christ figure, bro. Who in your Bible didn't go through nothing to elevate? Let me know. Who in your Bible was just someone who was listening to somebody else but didn't go through shit? So I gotta question the God that you claim that you're serving. Since you so know, since you know so much about God, I gotta question your God. Meanwhile, in your Bible, Abraham, Moses, who else? David, Samson. Like, who the fuck who's following God who has not gone through some shit? In other words, who have not transformed. Because what they go through is what transformed them. Daniel. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? They threw me. Job. They threw me in a fire, man. Shit. Come on, man. What Christ figure are we talking about here, man? Even your own Bible that you so claim, you only have references, nigga. And quotables. Matthew 7:11. That's all you got. And how do you have a book like this and be so dumb? That's beyond me. That's way beyond me. But it is what it is. I guess it is what it is. It's beyond me. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, it's even like you're not even honoring Jesus in your action. To speak of Jesus and not acting that way, not showing it in your deeds, it's disrespectful to even Jesus himself, bro. I mean, shit, niggas, like, what the fuck? And I'm just using your own words. I'm just using the Bible. And this is why, let me say this too, man. Because I went through it myself, and I know there's other people that kind of went through it, but never fully recovered or haven't fully, grasp the idea. Because a lot of us, when we came out of that mind control, you just fucked the Bible. Let me tell you, man, if that is your behavior, do not do that. I understand how you feel, though. Nigga, shit. Look at me. You can't tell me nothing, nigga. And I understand the whole path. Man, I must have been about 7, 9 years old, bro. When, man, I had this dream. And that's what pretty much started everything for me. No, I'm not going to talk about the dream. I'm going to have it in my book, though. But I'm not going to say it now. Not yet. It's not the time yet. So making a long story short, at a very young, 10, I was not even 11 years old, bro. I had the urge. I needed the word of God, bro. I was going to church. Nigga, if I tell you my story, man, I got to a point where y'all niggas would not believe me. Nigga. I was taking this shit so seriously, bro. And obviously that's why I'm here. So this is to let you know I know what I'm saying. But anyway, I'll let you have some fun with this one. Like I used to go to church, obviously. But, with the guys, there was a guy, like, he used to wake up early in the morning and go preach the word early in the morning, bro. I used to do that shit. I used to do that shit, man. Because my soul was asking for it, man. This is why I tell niggas, man, as soon as I hit this ground, I was not playing, man. I wanted to know the word. I wanted to understand it. I went through different religion at a I was not even 15, bro. I went through all kinds of fucking religion. What was I seeking for? That curiosity in me. My soul was asking for something. I would not stop, bro. I used to ask a lot of questions too. I remember those pastors, man. There was this nigga. The nigga told me, hey, you're too much for yourself, young man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys used to be like, yo, this is going to be a great man. Oh boy, they did not lie. They did not lie, nigga. And that's how I came to understand. Yo, some of us who got a little bit of clarity about who we are, and then you run into religion, right? Because that's the first thing that's in front of you. And unfortunately, in that journey, some got comfortable right there. Oh, listen, I needed more. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop there. No way, sir. No way, ma'am. So then, one thing led to another. Then I got to meet those wise. I mean, not as wise as I got to know it now. But at that moment, in that time, these niggas were talking different shit. And I'm like, oh, shit. But I never stopped. Making a long story short, here I am, man, a spiritual healer, telling you this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look here, man. You know what I'm saying? I was that Jesus, you know what I'm saying, questioning the scribes. That's how I know when I'm looking at the path. I'm like, oh, that figure. It's in you, baby. And those of us, there's no one who became or who somehow find this light who did not go through that path, man. This is why I'm also saying I want you to understand you shouldn't, like, that's why I there's nothing against Christianity, like, nigga, that is the way. Go through it. But now, as you got to know the truth, don't throw away the Bible, bro. In fact, I did say that in my last recording. There was a few things I got from Proverbs, bro. Oh, nigga. I went back. I was reading Matthew the other. Oh, man. Well, not the other day. I think in one of my recordings when I said the other day, it was that day. Which one was it? I can't recall. But yeah. And I'm like, oh. This nigga Jesus was saying blessed about a lot of shit. I gotta go back. I got you. I got you. So understand this, man. Spirituality is a practical matter. It's not something to sound cute. It's not something to be like, okay, I got God and I'm a good person. Look at me. No, nigga. It's a practical matter. It's needed for this life. This is why Jesus was telling you, I would act like I don't even know y'all niggas. Because y'all niggas didn't know me, meaning you didn't practice it into your life. You falling for the okie doke, for people promising you shit, which is just a promise. Jesus was not promising anything. Yes, he did talk about the kingdom of God, but when he talked that nigga, you right here with me right now. The betrayal you got to go through, this is all to shape you. Nigga, listen, without me getting too much into, details, because I have talked about that so many times, but most importantly, I talk when it's needed for me to talk about it. But, listen, the people I was raised with, they were everything I needed for me to become this spiritual healer. Without them, I wouldn't be me. But now that I'm me, though, that's why they got to go to hell. They serve their purpose. And then nothing else. Nothing else. There's no personal feelings. There's no heart. And there's none of that. They got to go through what they... Yeah, listen, man. We all have to deal with our choices. The choice that I made in my life, I'm dealing with that now. And I still stand with it, man. God over everything, baby. That has always been my life. And because I understand that, though, And this is what and I'm going to leave you guys with this. Yo, this life is perfect, bro. And I'm not saying this from someone who's sighted. This is not someone who do not understand reality. Trust me. What? Nah. This is not coming from somebody who's stupid, bro. I'm going to leave you with that. This life is perfect. This is why you need to understand. And we going through experiences that is revealing that to you. We all got better through our failures, bro. So for you to look at your failure as failing, I don't think you understand your reality. For you to look at, let's just say, so to speak, like everything has to be perfect, because you learn more from losing than you do from winning. The loser is someone, oh man, the niggas who refuse to learn. Let me say this much about, but this is needed, right? Because I know what needs to be said when it has to be said. The people I was raised with, because I was illegally adopted as a child, this woman could have been a billionaire today. Do you know why she's not a billionaire? And life, oh man. Life is funny, bro. The universe gives you everything that you need. This is why I'm telling you guys, it is your business to know what you don't know. I know you don't know what you don't know. You don't know. If you don't know it, why do you know? I mean, how would you know what you need to know? I get all of that. This is the mystery. This is the beauty. That's the mystery. That's the beauty. This woman, think about this. I don't know how much you guys know about Robert Kiyosaki, right? Robert Kiyosaki came out with a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And let me give you the pros and the cons of that book, right? The con of that book is that a lot of you motherfuckers, you think this book was about teaching you how to be a millionaire. In so many words, he talks about it. Yes, I could see where you fall short. But understand, you are falling short. If you understand that book was about that, that book was way greater than that. This book was showing you how you need to own your own mind. Not everybody is supposed to be in business, or depending on what type of business. You could become a millionaire not having your business, depending on what type of job that you got. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga, I was watching this thing about, what company was he working for? I don't even fucking remember. But he was getting a shitload of money, for what he does. So you don't have to be a business owner to do whatever the fuck for it to be you. As long as, I'm not even going to go there too. I'm being sensitive right now. When it's time to be said, I say it when it's there, where it's not now. But anyway, the greatest thing that he did was showing you that your life is based on how you look at you, or the information how you as a man thinketh, so he becomes. He was showing you School was just showing you, hey man, you gotta go to school, go to school, go to school, go to school. This is what you're gonna be. And then the rich dad was now getting his inspiration from life, betting on his own self, following his passion, giving people like Steve Jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of you niggas who claim you go to school to work for somebody who didn't go to school. Let that marinate. What he was trying to tell you, oh man, there's so much he was telling you. Don't fall for the misunderstanding that I see that a lot of people have, and which I did too, you know, start to open up my business. And then again, that was also, you know, reflecting a different part of me. As a man thinketh, so he becomes. That's truly what this was showing you. And then you have Napoleon Hill, white boy. Man, what is it? Think and Grow Rich? I don't remember. This white boy was talking some shit that I feel like a lot of you don't fully grasp. You understand it in the sense of what the law of manifestation has become now. You're still falling for material shit instead of understanding that it is you, the Christ figure. That's where you went left at. But anyway, the purpose of that, man. And guess what? Raoul Peck, I gotta salute that nigga too. The Road Less Traveled. Do you know? I gave this bitch that book, The Road Less Traveled. Man, nigga, please. The bitch thought I was stupid. Listen, man. The Christ figure. It's not our. I don't want to say I hate the word inspiration or even motivational shit. I don't like it. And the reason why I don't like it, and I know why, because I told you spirituality is a practical matter. It's a practical matter. Meaning it's your actual life. So, you know, the idea of people trying to get you to be motivated to do something, I don't like that. It's either you know who you are or you don't know who you are. And that's where I'm at with it. But this is more on my shit. It's just a little bit personal. You know, at least I understand that part of me. You know, but if that's why I don't want to be your motivational speaker, nigga. I mean, maybe inspiring you. But be you, bitch. Be you. Fucking be you. Motivated to be what? Anytime you're being motivated, guess what? There's going to be times where you're not going to be motivated. I know. And if you don't, okay, Mike Tyson said it best. He was saying discipline is doing the things that you don't like to do when you don't feel like doing it. What the fuck does motivational has to do with that? Because motivational at this point, it's like a drug. Okay, when you no longer high, and then what else? Again, this nigga kicking. Nah, oh man, Mike, I love you, baby. I fucking love you, nigga. No homo, let me say that. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But come on now. Come on, man. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's here, nigga. Listen, man. I'm giving you flowers, King. I'm giving you your flowers, King. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not the ones, even there's a bunch of other niggas that I give flowers to, though. But you is different. You know, I mean, they somehow figured it out. You know what I'm saying? You have guys like Eddie Murphy, who's been who they are. I mean, not taking nothing away from them. Now I understand when Jesus said, blessed are the ones like who fell. Like, I can't recall how the fuck. Oh, shit. How the fuck did he, the meek, was it the meek or some shit? I understand. Nah, not that I understand it. You don't understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes sense, man. Like, when you have all those other guys, the Eddie Murphys who figured it out, yo, I love them too. But you have a nigga like you, though, who failed in front of everybody and picked it up. Oh, nigga. Nigga. Blessed are you, man. And anybody else who's like you, including myself, my nigga. Oh, man. Yo, I gotta talk that shit. Oh, man, I told you, I can't recall the fucking terminology or the exact, verse and how it was said. But then again, to show you, when you understand it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll let you guys memorize the verses. I'll let you guys memorize how it was said. But anyway, nigga, I gotta go. The fight's probably already started, but I got lost in all this thing. Hey, God over everything. But I still want to see that fight, though. I mean, I'm probably gonna. Hey, anyway, what time is it? Oh, I got to go. That's the time. But I always remember, man. Before I let you guys know, listen, love is love, baby. Listen. What you do for money, you do it badly, man. You understand? You can only be great at the things that you love. I mean, there's no way around that. And always remember, too, there's so much for you to remember. The shit that hurts you, that hurts your feelings, open up your eyes. I mean, you tell me how hurtful was that. And if you're not true to you, you're always going to be forced to somebody else. And if you're forced to yourself, you'll never be true to nobody. But last but not least, I always got to say this to you, because I had to figure it out myself. The remedy of the pain, it's in the pain. I sent. Bro, Mali.